Good evening, everyone. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and tonight's topic is the Moving Pictures Experts Group. Okay. Now, before I get into this discussion, I want to let you guys know that I have published 5 Kindle books, and if you're interested in reading any of those, let me know in the comment section below, and then I will send you a link to at least one of the books where you can find the other 4 rather easily. Alright, let's get into the discussion of the Moving Pictures Experts Group. You say, well, I've heard that before. Well, you probably should have. Why? Because it's called MPEG. That's why. The acronym MPEG stands for the Moving Pictures Experts Group. The organization was established by the International Standardization Organization back in 1988, which was 2 years after they established the Joint Photographic Experts Group. You're like, wait a minute. I heard about that in a previous video. Well, of course you did, because I covered it. Okay. The International Standardization Organization played a role in the establishment of the Joint Photographic Experts Group between 1983 and 1986. So, JPEG was firmly established in 1986, even though they started the work in 1983. There were 2 gentlemen, once again, who were initially involved with the creation of the Moving Pictures Experts Group. The name of the first gentleman was Hiroshi Yasuda. The name of the second person was Leonardo Chiarigolone, I guess. Chiarigolone. And if I have mispronounced that name, I am so sorry. The organization was designed to create a digital coding standard for both audio and video signals so that consumers could interact with these signals. At the time, the only reasonably priced media available to the marketplace was the compact disc. And as I explained in my Joint Photographic Experts Group video, well, you can kind of get the idea that compact discs didn't hold very much information. So, you had to compress everything in order to make sure it fit on the CD. Okay? So, the coding of audio and video signals was rather limited. Members of the 14 research groups from around the world were the first people to participate in the research project of MPEG. The first thing they created was, believe it or not, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to erase this real quick because I want you to see this. The first thing they did was they created MPEG-1 dash 1 layer 1. They created MPEG-1 layer 1. You're like, wait a minute, this sounds kind of familiar. Well, it should. No, we'll get into that in just a second. But before this particular layer was successfully created, 2 gentlemen became chairmen of the 2 MPEG groups. There was actually 2 MPEG groups. Not just 1, but 2. The name of the first gentleman was D. Legal. He was working for a Bell company called the Bell Communications Research Team. He became chairman of the MPEG video group. So he was the one dealing with the videos. However, there's still the audios that had to be dealt with. The name of the second gentleman was H.G. Mussman. He was working for the University of Hanover at the time. And he became the chairman of the MPEG audio group. This is absolutely wonderful information to know, but what happened to MPEG layers 1, 2, and 3? Well, I have a web article that shows you how MPEG's layers 1, 2, and 3 were actually developed. And you're more than welcome to read it on your own free time. Let me know what you find out. It's an interesting read. After the invention of the MPEG-1 layer 3, otherwise known to you as MP3, ever heard of that? MPEG-2 was invented. Okay? So, you had MPEG-1 layer 3. Okay, let me illustrate this. So you had MPEG 1 layer 3, which became your MP3. However, after that, there was no more layer 3. It was just called MPEG 2. Which there would be a dash right here. MPEG 2. Okay? Now, it wasn't long after that that they decided, well, the resolution's still not good enough. So, what they did was they invented MPEG 4. This MPEG 4 is what you see if you ever get a Blu-ray disc or some kind of a digital copy of your movie that's showing on things like Vudu. You will actually see an MPEG 4 version, especially if it's ultra high definition. Okay. And yes, there is a big difference between MPEG 2 and its resolution and MPEG 4. It's much, much richer looking. Of course, you have to have the right TV set to see that, but oh well. MPEG 4 is the standard that is used today on Blu-ray media players. I hope you will take the time to research this topic thoroughly after you finish watching this video, and feel free to leave your research right down here in the comment section below. Alright, I will tell you more in a future video, so I'd like for you to stay tuned.